Hey, Instagram. This is your girl Lydia with Live with Lydia, and I am excited to be starting another small business showcase with y'all today. I am running about 10 minutes behind tonight. Sorry about that. That's the beauty of live. Unfortunately, I was kind of running around doing the mommy thing, so I am here, I am ready, and I am excited to bring you all a brand new guest. Today we will be talking with Cafe Guadalupe, who actually was somebody that was tagged and nominated by one of my followers. Hola, Enrique and Edgar, how are y'all? I'm excited because I don't know her. I've never met her. All I know is that she's a female entrepreneur, and she is over with Cafe Guadalupe. So let's see if we can go ahead and add her, see if she's ready to go. And I'm excited to get to know her alongside you guys as well. So welcome everybody. We are excited to be doing this today, continue my small business showcase, and let's see if she pops in here. Hi.
Hi.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for inviting me to join you tonight.
No problem. How are you doing today?
Fabulous. How are you?
I'm running around literally out of breath, but I'm here. How is this weather treating you? It's kind of ugly on this side of town.
Yeah, it's a little muggy out there today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to everybody. For those of you that don't know you, like myself, that we're just getting to meet each other. If you tell us a little bit about yourself, your company, and what kind of services you offer.
Okay, well, great. Again, thank you so much for having me. This is really exciting. I've never done a live Instagram interview before. I don't think I've done an interview before at all. I did one with Houston Voyage magazine, but that's a little different.
Yeah, I saw write-ups.
Yeah, so I'm Monica Cortez, and I'm from Houston, Texas, owner of Cafe Guadalupe. This month is actually our 1 year anniversary. So
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am a mom of two girls. They are 16, and I'm like, how old are they again? 16 and 10. I homeschooled the little one. My oldest is in band. She's in high school, so we stay pretty busy between the business and homeschool and band. So that's pretty much just the gist of our family. We have two puppies. They don't look like puppies. They look big, but they're a new addition to our home. They were rescue dogs that a friend of mine rescued, and we took them in. So we're still working with them and deciding if we're going to actually keep them for forever or rehome them. But that's something new for our family.
That's very cool. I share that with you. My husband is a huge animal lover. Before him, I was too afraid. I have a fear of dogs. I was too afraid. But once he came along, he started adding dogs and cats to the family, and he couldn't pass up a dog or a cat without wanting to
Wow.
rescue them. So there was one point, and it's going to sound crazy, that we had 12 cats. And yes, there was one point that we had 12 cats and 6 dogs, separate times, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so much.
And then we became parents, and we realized that both of them require a lot of time. So the ones that we have, of course, we kept them, and our cats, mostly, some of them have been unfortunately dying off age, disease and stuff like that, because when you rescue them or when you pick them up, you don't really know what you're getting your hands in. So right now we're down to 4 cats. We're down to 4 cats. And my baby, the one that we actually rescued with the intention of forever, he's going to be 16 in September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, girl, I have a 16-year-old and I have a 5-year-old little boy.
Oh, that's a big
16-year-old cat.
Oh, okay.
And the
but I'm like, you're right. They require just as much attention as babies. Like, we had no idea. We had no idea. It's crazy. But as far as Cafe
Yeah.
Guadalupe, going to answer your question about Cafe Guadalupe, I offer handcrafted tea blends. I offer coffee, and iced coffee is my favorite, so I serve iced coffee more than anything. But coffee and tea are my thing, and then I'll make bundt cake also, and I'll offer, sliced bundt cake to go with your coffee or your tea. Yeah, but
Yum.
it's not the fancy schmancy cake. It's like the home style bundt cake, and I just sprinkle some powdered sugar on it, and bada bing bada boom, we got a cake and coffee. You know what I mean? So
Very cool.
I started, and I literally started with just one tea that I like. This has been like our family. Well, I messed with it, but it originated from a family recipe. It's called musician's tea. That's like my baby right there. This tea is specifically designed to kill infection in your body. It could be
Huh.
bronchitis, sinus infection, upper respiratory infection, ear infection, anything like that. If you wanted to do something other than take antibiotics, like, you can literally drink this tea and you'll be good to go. So I make teas like that to help with different,
Oh.
things.
And where are you located?
So I live currently in the near north side area.
Uh-huh.
And what I do, because I don't have like a home base right now, I deliver. And I do
Oh,
catering events, and I do pop-ups and markets.
very cool. So you don't have an actual brick and mortar yet?
Not yet. I do have a trailer, actually. I was just talking about this. A month after I started Cafe Guadalupe, a family literally blessed me and gave me a trailer. And they said, "This is for you. God told me to give it to you. You could do whatever you want to do with it, if you want to sell it or if you want to use it for your business, but it's yours."
That is so sweet.
Yeah. And I was pretty blown away because at that time, for 2 weeks, I was like, okay, what's the next step? I need to figure out if I'm going to leave for a place or a truck, or I didn't know what direction I was going to go. I really had no clue. So
Wow.
this lady that I had only met one time, literally one time, she invited me to her baby's birthday party. It was her 1-year-old birthday party. But for some reason, it was on my heart to go to this birthday party, even though it was like an hour away. But when the baby was born, the baby was born right after the lady, her dad. So I knew it was like a special celebration, And I had just told my kids, like, hey, we're gonna go to this birthday party. And when I put in the address, I was like, this is far. This birthday party is far. But it didn't matter. I was like, it was already settled in my heart. I wanted to be there. And
Mhm.
sure enough, towards the end of the party, she sat down and she called her husband and over to sit down. And I was like, okay. And then when she told me the news, I was just like, tears.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's the goal for our next step. That's been, almost next month it'll be a year since they gave it to us. But, um, personal development is huge when you're ready to be an entrepreneur. And I realized
Absolutely.
pretty quickly there were a lot of things I needed to settle, like in my own life, before I could actually go to the next step.
Wow, that's amazing. We have a couple of comments here. The snazzy nail said congratulations, and that's so awesome. Blush and
Thank you.
Gold Events wants to know if they can order a cake from you right now.
Yes, you can. My specialty is my pineapple upside down cake, but I do like
Mm.
to make banana cake, strawberry cake, just like the basics, just like if you were going to grandma's house or something.
Like cafecito con pan.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, I love that. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. I don't know if you're on a headset or on a mic.
It's this right here.
Let's see.
How should I talk louder? How's
No,
that?
it sounds like actually like echo a little bit.
A vibration.
Yeah.
Miranda, can you give me the other headphones, please, honey? Can you? Okay, well, I'm
Most
gonna work on switching headphones.
most of everything I can hear you, but some words are like almost kind of like echoing or blaring a little bit. I just want
Can
to
you
make
give me
sure we
the
can
other
hear you.
headphones? Don't I have another pair? Another brand new pair? Okay, my daughter's on it. She's helping
Yeah,
me.
don't worry.
These
So,
are like fancy smashy. That's what I like to call them. But you don't put them inside your ear.
it's
It's
just on the outside.
outside, and you
That's
can feel
cool.
the vibration. I think that's probably what the echo it is that you might be hearing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, 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 you're fine. I just want to make sure your point is definitely received across.
Thank
But
you.
do you only service certain areas in Houston, or are you open to delivering anywhere?
I go all over.
Oh my
I go
God.
all over. How about the AirPods? Give me the AirPods, please. I go all over. What I do, let's just say, for example, I have people in Katy. It doesn't matter. Katy, Spring, Tomball, League City, Pasadena, everywhere. So what I'll do is I'll post on my stories where I plan to go that week, and then I just welcome people in those areas to send me their orders. That way I can
That's
map out
awesome.
my route for the week. Okay, I'm gonna
That's
try to
very
switch.
cool.
I'm gonna
Yes.
try to switch right now. Right here.
So we're gonna just wait for her for a second. I see that, Judy, you say you can hear good. I just want to make sure that everybody else can too. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, is that better?
Yes, that's so much better. Okay. So, the next time you're in League City or like in the South area, I'm gonna need you to contact me because I am a coffee fiend. Like I survive on coffee and like tacos. And I love teas. Like I love trying new teas. I think I'm more of a coffee girl, but like I love like the boba teas or like milk teas or like teas kind of like the ones
I
my
think I
mom
lost
makes
her.
when I don't feel good. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. So, as far as the teas go, I know you say you do like wellness. Are they only wellness teas that you do, or do you also do just like flavorful, yummy teas as well?
So the funny thing about my teas, they're all, like across the board. My goal is to have a heart healthy menu. So even with the
Okay.
coffee, I use only sugar free syrups. I only
Nice.
serve cold brew coffee because it's supposedly healthier for your body. It's like 75-85% less acidic than regular hot brewed coffee. So
Oh, wow.
I even have a secret menu that have high blood pressure, anxiety, or any heart health concerns. I have a coffee that's infused with reishi mushroom. So they can have that coffee alternative if they don't want to have caffeine.
Very
And that's,
cool.
yeah, that's like my secret menu, and people love it. So with the
Mhm.
teas, they're all good for your health in one way or another.
Mhm.
But the cool thing about the people that order my teas, what I've noticed is that they tell me it tastes so yummy, and I'm thinking like they might not like it, but it's something that their body is literally craving. So they
Oh,
get that satisfaction from the tea and the benefits of it that they love it, and
yeah.
to me, that's really, really cool to see. So today, for example, I delivered a garlic tea. I would have never thought a garlic tea, to me, doesn't sound good. But I
Yeah,
had
that sounds.
one of my customers, he's a heart health patient, and he requested this tea.
Oh,
So I made it, it's a specialty tea. But when I tasted it, I was like, wow, this tea really does taste delicious. And sure enough, I have other people who want to drink it on a regular basis now, just as a preventative. So I just do fun looking drinks, but they're good for you. So
that's
that's the
awesome.
fun part.
And that's really good, especially right now with what we're going through and, our immune system and our health being such priority, which actually it should be priority all year long, not just when a
Yeah.
pandemic comes around.
Right.
But that's really awesome that you're offering this service. I'm so glad. I want to give a shout out to Azalea. She's one of my day one followers. She's a huge supporter. Um, she actually tagged you on the post where I said I wanted to get to meet new
Oh,
small
okay.
businesses. So once she tagged you, there was something about your little logo that just kind of like attracted me. There's like some pink and some blue. So I was like, let me see if she's willing to do these. Blush and Gold Events is asking, do you have detox teas?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I have a lot of my drinks are detox drinks. There's not one
Wow.
specifically. And even me at home, I have to be very careful because I drink all the things that I make, but I have to catch myself like, calm, slow down. Like, that's enough detox, you know? But I have to me, and they tell me like some of their goals. And I just kind of ask a few questions, and then I'll refer them to a particular tea. So I like to recommend something that they're going to enjoy drinking, not just because they want to detox. Like, I want them, my desire is for people to have these healthy drinks. They're going to enjoy drinking them, but they're going to get great
Mhm.
benefits from drinking them at the same time.
That's awesome. Do you recommend, what's your best recommendation for like skin? Healthy skin. I have acne prone skin and I have uber sensitive skin. So when I have to wear makeup, I already know I'm gonna have a breakout or I'm gonna have blotchiness. So I normally don't wear makeup unless I have to, like in front of the camera. But what about problem skin?
So because you've already shared with me that you love coffee, one, I'll recommend that you start. This is kind of like across the board. The musician's tea is good to help with infection, but what I don't advertise a lot is that it's also a detox, but it's also a parasite cleanse. So a lot of times when
Oh,
people have acne issues, it's because they need to have a parasite cleanse. So I'll recommend the musician's tea as a starter, like with me when you're coming to me for the first time, to just
yeah.
get you kicked off like on the right start. And then from there, we can try other things. So because you like coffee, I would recommend to you to just incorporate my secret menu coffee. Every so often, because it is infused with reishi mushroom, you're gonna get like all these other health benefits from drinking this coffee. The
Because I've heard
coffee
that,
the
yeah, I've
coffee
heard that the mushroom
actually,
is good for not just infection, but that type of mushroom is really good for like inflammation. In this case,
yes,
acne is a type of bacteria. So
yeah.
that's really interesting. That's awesome.
So this coffee actually helps to alkalize the body. And that's another thing with the drinks that I make. All of my drinks are prepared with premium alkaline water between a 9.5 and 10.5 level of alkalinity. So the water in itself is already super healthy. It's loaded with antioxidants for your body. So even
Mhm.
if you just order a water from me, like, you're already like one step ahead of everybody else.
And you're gonna start to level out with your pH balance as well.
Yeah. Hmm.
So where can someone, for example, like me, of course, just getting to know you, where can we find you as far as like your menus? Where can I go stock all your drinks and see what I'm interested in?
So I pretty much post like multiple times every day. I
Hmm.
have yet to be able to make one set menu because literally like every week I want to make different drinks. Like, it's just,
Yeah,
I just want to make all these fun drinks all the time.
yeah,
So I'm always and it's crazy because I could be out delivering all day, and when I come home I try a new recipe, and it's just
that's
like,
awesome.
ah. So I'm gonna do my best for the summertime to just have a summer menu and just stick to that so everybody can get some type of consistency. But people
Mm.
that have been with us since the beginning, they know like I make this or I make that, so they'll make a special request. But for the summertime, like, if you just message me on Facebook or Instagram, that's how I've been taking my orders. And then I literally just map it out for whatever part of town I'm going to go to that specific day. And then I
Awesome.
have regular customers, like on Saturdays, I have a route. On, Tuesdays, I have a route. So that's how things have been going. And that's been pretty fun.
That's awesome. We have a couple questions here. Judith wants to know what kind of detox teas do you have? And Blush and Gold Events wants to know where's the secret menu?
So the secret menu, it's, I don't have it.
like
I
print
think
it or post
yeah,
it?
I think I've posted it a couple of times on my story. Um, but for example, if I meet someone and they tell me, well, I can't drink coffee because blank, blank, blank. And then I'm like, well, hey, I have this great
Mm.
coffee that tastes delicious. It's nutritious and it won't hurt you and it'll actually benefit you. And then they're always excited to try it. And then bam, there we go. They got in on the secret menu. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
that's awesome.
yeah, that one, that, because for me, for example, I couldn't drink coffee for 2 years. I stopped drinking coffee because of all the health issues that I had. And excuse my language, it sucked.
Yeah,
Because what do we like to do? We like to sit down and talk and have coffee. And it
yeah,
was like, honestly, it was like depressing for me because I couldn't go to the coffee shop anymore and just hang out. And I really missed that. So when I found out about this other coffee, it was like, and it just touches my heart when I meet people and they tell me the same thing about them not
hmm,
being able to drink coffee. And I'm like, hey, I have this secret menu. Let me tell you about it. And, it's just really awesome because even from the get go, like my vision was not only to bring these healthy, fun drinks, but it's the unity, the spending time together, the interaction, because nowadays we're so used to just the phone and text
yeah,
message and whatnot, and it's not the same.
hmm, yeah. So the other question was, what kind of detox teas do you have?
What kind of
Detox teas.
so I have the musician's tea. That's a detox tea. I also so that's specifically designed for the parasite cleanse and for infection. I also have, or common cold flu. That's what that tea's for. Then I
Okay.
have the miracle tea blend. They can kind of go hand in hand because the miracle tea blend is designed to combat any type of inflammation in the body, arthritis, rheumatism, joint pain, energy, detox. I mean, it's amazing. Allergies, arthritis, asthma. It's good for all of that stuff.
My dad
So
has really bad arthritis, and I have allergies that seem to be getting more and more severe every season. I'm
yeah,
gonna need to
so
remember that one.
what I do is, and if I get a chance, I let everybody know. I don't want to just sell you a cup of coffee. I don't want to just sell you a cup of tea. Like I offer consultations as well for people, and I offer them the opportunity to like, hey, let's sit down and talk about a plan. What do you usually go through throughout the year as far as allergies or whatnot? If you
Mm,
have menstrual issues or anything like that, migraines. Let's sit down and talk. Let's talk about things that we can incorporate into your lifestyle with some of these drinks to help you get away from those things so you don't have to deal with flare-ups anymore, to deal with the asthma flare-ups or bronchitis or things like that, because it takes time. It's not a quick fix, but if
yeah.
you incorporate these changes little by little over time, like you can eliminate all of that for good, because that's what
Hmm.
happened to me. So I like to keep that in mind with other people as well.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Created for More says her drinks are amazing. She's so awesome with making it fit you. Hey, what is it? Hey, yo, Audrey says I've literally not been to a big name coffee chain since having your coffee. That is so awesome. I
She's
am
gonna make me
definitely in.
tear up.
Aw, that's really, really cool. Whenever you say you do deliveries and you do your different mixes, now, are you talking about deliveries for like literally 1 cup of coffee or 1 cup of tea, or do you make the blend so that we can make it at home?
Both.
Okay,
I do both.
awesome.
A lot. When I sell more of the dry blends when I'm at a market or at an event.
Okay,
But other than that, like generally people want you to make it for them. And that's
yeah,
fine by me because I'm so picky with making my tea. Like I take my time, I do it this way, I let it sit. Like I'm just real particular, like it's my baby.
yeah,
But I do
that is
offer
so
both.
cool.
I was really excited to have someone order some tea for me from Las Vegas. So I shipped some of my, I had to make a dry blend to ship to Vegas. And to me, that was like the coolest thing. I was over the moon for that.
That is so cool. So you have some of your special blends headed to Vegas.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Um, and you said you've been in business for almost a year now, or about a year now. What have you noticed has been your highest selling or your most selling product?
That's hard. Uh, I know the frappe was a huge hit. That's not a healthy coffee.
Of course.
that that coffee will literally get you like on your boots, like dancing and stuff. And then the mocha madness, people love that coffee. I actually tried to take it off the menu. That's before I decided to have a secret menu, because I had the mocha madness, and then I didn't have any more of those products to make that coffee. So I was like, well, I won't sell that coffee anymore. No, that didn't happen, because people liked it so much. They enjoyed how it tastes, but they enjoyed how much it made them feel good, their body, because it's healthy for them. So I had to put it back on the menu.
They were
But
like, no, no, no.
yeah, literally. But the mocha madness is it's mocha coffee with an extra shot of coffee, but I actually sprinkle it with marshmallows on top, and it's made with stevia and almond milk. So it's literally an all healthy coffee.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. Now, this is an even harder question. What's your favorite of what you make?
Oh my gosh, that is hard right there.
As she sips her tea.
Yeah, I'm like, Right now, I've been on a hazelnut kick. So I make my the secret menu coffee, which is the healthy. I just call it healthy coffee, just to to let people know that it's a healthy coffee. I drink that every morning with hazelnut, and that's my favorite coffee. hmm Right
Very
now,
cool.
that's my favorite. But today, earlier, I actually had caramel, a caramel latte. So it's just I go through these phases.
I love all the nutty flavors. So like the hazelnuts, the pecans, anything that has like a nutty flavor to it, I really, really like.
hmm
I'm so interested in like tasting it. I feel like my mouth is salivating. Every time you describe something, I'm like, oh
Thank
my gosh.
you.
When is your
Thank
next
you.
trip down south? Because you say you're in like Northeast or North Houston. When is your next
So
trip down south?
I I haven't been down there in a while, so I could definitely put South on the map next week for sure.
You should do a pop up at my store.
I could totally do that.
That would be so cool. You should do that. And then I could be like wired up all day.
Yeah, you can for sure.
Blush and
I
Gold is asking, is stevia used for all of your coffee?
So I have stevia, and I also have vegan sugar.
Okay.
I
Okay,
use the
awesome.
wholesome natural raw cane sugar. It's literally vegan sugar. I
Very
don't
cool.
offer I've recently, over this pandemic, I've taken whole milk off of my menu for good, so I don't even offer that.
Hmm.
And I'm almost to the point where I'm going to take off sugar, but there's a few of my, customers, they're like, I want to give you raw sugar, and I'm okay with it. It's just
I think we lost
when
her.
people come to Cafe Guadalupe, I want them to know that they can have this mocha madness, for example, and it has zero sugar, but you can't tell.
I think we lost you for a second there. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Okay. So the last thing I heard was that you were this close to taking sugar off the menu, and then it sounded like the robotic, the
Oh, okay.
robotic voice.
So I haven't taken it off, but I have monk fruit, I have stevia, I have the vegan sugar and regular sugar.
That's awesome. So there's definitely sweet options for you. It doesn't have to be anything too bitter or too crazy. And by the
Yeah.
sounds of it, you make them so yummy that we may not even need them.
Yes. Hmm.
That is so cool. Now, I'm pretty sure some of the ladies are wondering too, do you do any of the detox or any of the teas or coffee that can maybe help for weight loss or maintaining?
The mirror, I don't like to advertise weight loss for my drinks because, like I'm not like the skinny Barbie person. So I don't want people to be like, how is she saying this for weight loss? And look at her, I'm
No.
like, you know, I have curves. I like pizza still, y'all, but I do have testimonies from people that this has helped them lose weight. Any of my drinks, like
Okay.
especially the coffee, especially the healthy coffee, it helps you lose weight. Literally, the Miracle Tea Blend helps you. I kid you not, everything I make helps you lose weight. Even if you're gonna
Wow.
just drink the cold brew coffee because it gives you energy. Let's say you have a cold brew in the afternoon, you're gonna have energy to go for a walk, or you know what I mean, go for a workout. And literally everything I make helps you lose weight except for the cake. That doesn't help lose weight.
Except for the cake. You're like, not the cake. How many
Yeah.
different types of cakes or sweets do you like normally have on any given week, for example?
So for sure, all the cakes. Um, there's one that I don't have available every day, but it is available to order. I make my own chocolate candy
Mm.
that is actually healthy for you.
Mm.
It's zero sugar. The only thing about that is you have to keep it in the freezer. So unless someone orders it from me, like from home or somewhere where they can put it in the freezer, I don't have it made like all the time. Those are
Got it.
special orders. But
Hmm.
the cakes, I have the cakes ready to go all the time.
Oh, wow. So you just keep
Hmm.
those ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to, I guess a little bit of a sadder subject, only because this is something we can't control with the pandemic, obviously affecting all of us, which was the sole purpose and kind of the idea behind creating my nightly series. How has this affected your business, and you personally as an entrepreneur?
So it has affected my business in a positive way because I receive just love from people,
That's
honestly.
amazing.
My heart really went out to my customers because my main customer base are people in the restaurant industry and barbershops.
Oh,
Those are the
wow.
two main industries that I serve, and it was just like overnight they were gone. So my heart really went out to them. But at the same time, I had people that were just sending me money, and I was waiting for them to send me an order, and they never did. And then they just sent me a message like, "I was just thinking about you," or "This is just to help you through this rough time." And it was just like it blew me away. I actually
That's
had two.
amazing.
Yeah, I actually had two major events during this pandemic. I had my very first catering event. I mean, it was just like, wow. It
Wow.
was so as far as it affecting me negatively, um, it hasn't, and I'm very thankful for that. But it's also just helped me be more thankful
Mhm.
than anything because even through this, Cafe Guadalupe was on the heart of other people, and
That's
that's
beautiful.
something really special.
That is
Um,
beautiful.
and then what was your second question?
And has it affected you at all, like personally, on a personal level? Has this affected, like for example, a lot of us are being affected by anxiety, but in this situation, like your business being so positive, has it had an effect on you personally?
I had to ask myself at the very beginning, what was I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a quick answer because I was like, this is what Cafe Guadalupe is here for. If we're faced with a pandemic that's going to affect our health, this is why I do what I do. Like, if anybody else is closing down, I'm not closing down. I don't care. Like, I have what people need. Everything I make is for someone's health, like to help their health. in any way, shape, or form. Like, there's no way I can back down now. If anything, I have to work even more. So that was a decision that was made really quickly, but it did affect me in a major way because it how do I put this? It affected me in a way because before Cafe Guadalupe, before even me having the thought of wanting my own business, because honestly I never did before, um,
Mhm.
it actually, this little, this anger rose up inside of me because everything that everybody's going through now, my family went through that. We went through quarantine. I had to quarantine my children from each other. You know, we went through this fear of going to the hospital, going in an elevator, going to, indoor play areas. You know, we had changed our lives so drastically. And with this pandemic, it was like that was trying to come back again. And I was just
Mm.
like, no, we're not going to live like this, you know? So all of these tips that they were starting to share, it's like we've been living like that for so long. You know, my
Mhm.
ex-husband would go to the grocery store so I wouldn't have to go, and he'll drop off the groceries. I mean, we literally made so many changes in our lives, and to see this fear come upon us, it just, this anger rose inside of me because I was like, no, we don't have to live that way, you know?
Mhm.
So in that way it did affect me personally because I was like, that's something that me and my girls were set free from so long ago. And I just
Mhm.
made the decision, like, I refuse to go back to that. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and do my best to encourage others that, hey, we don't have to live in fear. We can take preventative measures to help our immunity, and let's do this.
That's beautiful. Is um is that story the reason why you started Cafe Guadalupe?
Yeah.
To keep your
um
health on check?
when I One time this lady reached out to me on Facebook and she said, Monica, can you help me? I'm sick. I don't have insurance. I don't have money to go to the doctor. And I was like, okay, like that. I wasn't expecting anything like that. So I asked her if we could have a phone conversation because, you know, having children with asthma and me myself being asthmatic, I had to literally study different stages of breathing, listen to their breathing throughout the night. Like, it was a detailed life that I lived. I didn't sleep all night because I was watching them to make sure they were breathing still. So now I'm trained where I can hear people's voices, like at what level they're at. So we had a phone conversation, and I gave her my recipe for my musician's tea, and I also gave her some other tips. But even I myself was afraid for her because she was borderline, like, if she did not have pneumonia when we spoke, she was like almost there. She was
Wow.
definitely, she definitely had bronchitis when we spoke. So I was even praying, like, Lord, I need you to come in and help this lady because she needed to go to the hospital. But I told her, like, if when you wake up in the morning, if you don't notice a slight improvement in your symptoms, like, you have to go to the hospital. Like, it doesn't matter whether you have insurance or not, you have to go. And I kid you not, thank you, Jesus. Not only did this lady not go to the hospital, she didn't even take medications.
Wow.
After I found out about that, I was like, okay, there's other people out there that this can help. Whatever
Yeah.
it is that I'm doing, um, it's out there for up for grabs for other people who want a
Mhm.
way out. They want to know how they can live happier and healthier, and they don't know how. They don't even know it's an option. Honestly.
Yeah.
So what I love about Cafe Guadalupe is, like, the coffee can be the hook, and the cake can be a hook, but it's like, if we get to talking and if they get to sharing, it can lead to other things that, it helps them in different ways. So that's, for me, that's like the best. If I could do this for the rest of my life, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
That's beautiful. I love how you took something that could otherwise be very scary, and it could be very disheartening. You literally could live the rest of your life in fear, but you turned it into not only something that can improve your health, your immunity, but you're sharing it with people that may not know that it doesn't necessarily take a trip to the hospital to help yourself and improve your health and your immunity. That's beautiful. I applaud you for that. And the fact that you
Thank
gave her
you.
the recipe and the fact that you were willing to help, you literally could have just been like, that's not my problem, or whatever. But I think this is definitely a huge reason why you're seeing these little blessings pop out for you, like the trailer and the people dropping money off or depositing money. um karma, karma is said to be a bitch, but blessings come around twofold, threefold. And I think that energy that you put out there comes back to you with so much power, and it's obviously helping you and affecting you in the most beautiful way. And I really appreciate you sharing your story with us. That's deep. That's really deep.
Thank you.
No crying.
Thank you.
No cry. I don't want to cry.
I know. I'm like, I'm trying to.
We're talking about breathing and we're like holding it in like I know. Blushing Golden Red says that's so, God is so good and faithful. Amen to that. That's very true. Um, yeah, we have a lot of comments agreeing with that. But I have really enjoyed talking to you. I know it's around dinner time, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I am so interested to see your menus. I'm so interested to see kind of the blends, and I am 100% hooked on wanting to try it. I kind of want to ask you for like one of everything so that I can try it. If someone were to do that, if somebody wanted to have almost like a little tasting of your items, what do you think would be like your top three like must tries?
The musician's tea, the
Mm-hmm.
miracle tea, and the hibiscus tea.
Ooh, I love hibiscus.
But
I
I
love
also
that.
do a hibiscus and coconut latte.
That sounds
That
amazing.
it's so cool. It is so cool. I kid you not. I love it.
I
So
want
I'm like
some now.
I'm like creating my own rainbow of fun drinks, fun healthy drinks.
Apparently, yes.
So that's the idea, to have a 6 pack, but of like tea and coffee.
Ooh. If you were to do that, let's say I were to order multiple teas or coffees from you, how long would they last in the fridge before maybe it's time to use them or throw them away?
A
Although I
week
wouldn't want to throw them
and
away.
a week to 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, good, good. And do you make them only in like single serving sizes, or do you make containers, pitchers, cartons, whatever?
So I make single servings, and I also make 32-ounce servings.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hmm.
I like
So
that.
I'll have people who they'll order coffee for me for the week. So all they have to do is like pour it, and that's it.
Smart. So it's
Hmm.
ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go.
Awesome. Do you recommend heating it up, or would you just recommend it ice like you mentioned earlier?
It depends on what their preference is. They can have it
Okay.
ice or they can warm it up. And then if they're sick, I tell them drink it hot. Like I literally like talk to people one on one, and I go based off of what they need.
I love that. So if we're ready to order from you, or we're ready to take the next step and get some more information from you as far as like you're making recommendations as to what would be best for us, what's the best way we can reach out to you?
Just DM on Instagram or Facebook Messenger.
Awesome. Do you have a website?
You know, not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to have that ready before I open the trailer for sure.
You're like, hold that thought. So on Facebook and on Instagram, is your
Yeah,
name the same? Cafe Guadalupe?
Instagram.
And so
Yeah.
what about on Facebook? What
Hmm.
is your name on Facebook?
It's the same, Cafe Guadalupe, but it has an M at the end. But if I'm not mistaken, if you just put in Cafe Guadalupe, like it pops up.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm
And
I'm literally. we have a. I'm sorry. We have a Guadalupe Cafe in Montrose, but
mhm.
I'm the only Cafe Guadalupe, I want to say, across the United States, as far as I
Very
know.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Um,
There's
and
one
how,
that's a Guadalupe in California, but I think I'm the only one that's Cafe Guadalupe.
got it. Okay. Okay. And your logo is really easy to spot too, because it's nice and colorful. So they can find
So
you
the
easy with that.
logo, yes, is actually created by the Lofty Mom.
Yay! I love her. Did you see her interview?
I
I
did.
love her. Yeah, Alicia is another special soul, and I love her. I
Yeah.
love her so much. Um, how far in advance should we place the order with you?
One day in advance is perfect for me.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm gonna be doing like long distance travel, like say Pearland or anything like that, a day, like maybe at the beginning of the week, and then I can route like my entire week.
So you can schedule your routes.
Hmm.
That's awesome. So thank you so much. It really has been such a pleasure to talk to you and get to know you a little bit better and have us drooling over your concoctions over here. um, the point of this all is to kind of help promote, bring light to your business, show you off as a fellow businesswoman. Let us know, how can we support you as a small business? What can we do, whether it's financially, buying, or any other way? How can we be of service to you to make sure that once this all passes and in the future, you can be celebrating many, many more years to come?
Uh, Word of mouth has been like the our biggest.
Yeah.
What's the word? Like I don't pay for marketing. I've been my own walking talking business card, or I meet people because someone else referred me. So that right there, just that in itself is a beautiful blessing right there. Just sharing about what we do. So a lot of my business is word of mouth.
That's awesome. That's the best referral there. When someone is willing to talk about you and your business, you know it's a good recommendation.
Yes.
Hey Alicia, we were just talking about you. The Lofty Mom art just popped
There
on.
she is.
We were just talking about your beautiful logo that you created for her. It's beautiful. I told her it's super vibrant. It's definitely eye catching, and I think it's just really easy to spot as well. So without elongating the goodbye, thank you so much again. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us and getting to know you, and I would definitely be sliding into your DMs because, girl, now I'm craving coffee and tea and pan dulce. I want all of the above mentioned, please. She said she just laid down her girls. So glad y'all loved it. Yes. But before we let you go and before you get to enjoy the rest of your night, is there anything you'd like to tell our viewers or my little tribe?
So, but on the Lucky Mom art, I do want to share. It's a done deal. Like she creates all of my anything that I need. Like I already decided. Like that's not my forte. That's not my cup of tea. She's so gifted. Like it's not even funny. I'm not even good. Even when she creates something for me and I try to have her edit it, I'm like, oh no, wait, her way was still better. So I'm so thankful for her, and I want to shout out to my earring lady.
Those are
She's
beautiful.
on here too. Creative for more. Yes,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you. And I can see Pookie Pops is on. She actually helped me too at the very beginning, and she makes these beautiful, amazing cakes. But just thank you for having me on. Thank you for what you do. I'm so excited to pop up at your place, and local businesses are my heart. Like before I
Same.
even knew I was going to be a business owner myself, my heart has always been for local businesses. I love to promote local businesses,
Mhm.
and I have been doing this for several years. And when I decided to start Cafe Guadalupe, I had noticed people that I had spent time with or local businesses that I had went into, and I shared some advice with them, and they later let me know that it helped them. I was like, hey, wait a minute, am I supposed to own my own business too? So I
Yeah.
applaud you for what you're doing. That's a
Thank you.
beautiful thing in itself right there. So thank you so much. And to all the ladies that are on, you know, whether you are an entrepreneur or not, like, you have a special gift, and whatever that is that's on your heart to do, just do it, and give it all you got, because that's the true blessing, is blessing others with the gift that God has given you.
Amen to that, girl. Yes, you are speaking my language. Support, camaraderie, community
Yes.
over competition. That is all like something that I'm passionate about. So I share that with you. And I really do hope that we can continue to see more of you. I can't wait to try out your stuff. I'm serious. I know we were talking about coffee a couple of days ago. I haven't forgotten. Um, but I'm excited to try out all your concoctions, and then hopefully we can
Thank you.
maybe put something together to where you can come down to League City and I can show
Yes.
you off to everybody over here in the deeper south.
Yes, for
And
sure. Thank
Acelia,
you so
thank you
much.
so much for tagging her. I see she's showing you some love there, Acelia Perez 57.
That's
Thank you
my
so much.
niece.
That's your niece? That
Thank
is so
you.
cool.
That's my niece.
No
Yes.
wonder she tagged you. Well, I'm so glad she did. She is amazing too. But I really, again, thank you so much. Thank you all who watched. Don't forget that this live will stay up for the next 24 hours. If you think somebody would enjoy this conversation or could benefit from Monica's concoctions, make sure you share this to them. And all of these will be up on my replay on my vibewithlydia.com. So thank you again, Monica. I look forward to doing some business with you. I look forward to trying all your goodies. And I really do hope God continues to blesses you infinitely, like to infinity. And that
Thank
you continue
you.
to bring
Thank
your